Hello, this is Kajana Royal, and I was a part of the CSI on September 26th at 8 a.m. to 12 a.m., and this is my reflection for that period. I thoroughly enjoyed the CSI this time around because last time I was there, it was four nurses to one patient, so I didn't feel like I had much of a role there. But this time it was only two nurses to one patient. I got to do a lot more things, like I got to help with medication, charting, and just overall being more integrated with the patient. For the rubric that you guys evaluated on me, for starters, for the first one, it told me to double check medications, know exactly what I'm giving and how much for the correct medication each one and education each one. That was a problem for me. I guess whenever I went up to the patient and I had the medication in my hand and I was telling them what it was, I just blanked on it. But I know what they all do. It's just that I just blanked. So I guess that will require me to maybe at home before I go to work, just get a little bit of education on myself for medications, or even if I know my patient in the actual setting needs medication before I go out there and give it to them, I can just rehearse it to myself so I don't blank up when I'm whenever I'm there again. For allergies, yes, I also forgot that penicillin and amoxicillin were part of the same family. Therefore, if the patient had a penicillin allergy, they couldn't have anything of the psyllin family. So I forgot that. That's just a mistake on my part. The next block here, we have ensure you are working with your teammate. Actively listen so that you are not talking over them or cutting them off when they're talking to a client. I do have a tendency to be very, I guess, in a leadership role whenever I'm with other people. I have to take the back slot sometimes. So it's definitely hard for me, and I appreciate that feedback. Actively listen to your client. Yes, I do remember that she was wanting to talk about things like her favorite TV character, um, and things like that. And I guess I just dismissed her in my head because I was worrying about the charting and the medications and worrying about doing the right thing. So yeah, it's a lot of things going on in your mind as a nurse. So I appreciate that feedback as well. I think next time I need to have a better uh, time to listen to my patient. The next one is what QI project could I implement in my client's care? I think definitely the QI project I can implement is just back to the education on medications, reducing medication errors. So uh, I think it was I forget exactly what medication it was, but it was the anticoagulant I was giving her, and I had to give her 75 milligrams for my patient, and the bottle said 100 milligrams per milliliter, but instead it was in a 2 milliliter bottle. So for some reason, I just took the 2 milliliters as the per number and calculated based off that. And I admit I was rushing through it just to get her the medications fast. I knew it was taking a long time in that room. So, but that's just part of it. I think just no matter how much time you spend already in a room, you still need to go through the motions, be patient with the medication calculation, and making sure your patient has the right amount of medication and the right education on it. But because it could potentially kill somebody and the worse outcomes. For the next block of feedback, make sure you understand your charting system and you are charting correctly. Um, yeah, we talked about that in debrief. It was about me charting things for my nurse partner when she was doing it. I don't know why I did it. I guess I just for efficiency reasons, like I said in debrief. But yeah, I just completely forgot to not do that. Um, but yeah, next time I could just tell her like, hey, when you get done with that, you can come and chart it yourself, or maybe while she's doing the um, physical assessment, I could do something else like get her medications ready, or things of that nature. So yeah. For next block of feedback, it's just maintain confidentiality, HIPAA. Yeah, so that's definitely a big thing that I won't do, especially for CSI, because it was a very good experience to go in there not knowing anything at all, not knowing what I was going to get into, and seeing how I would react to a situation like this. And I'm glad I did because I made a lot of mistakes, and which is the point of CSI, to make a lot of mistakes. So now I know what not to do. I'm not going to chart for somebody else. I'm going to get the right education. I'm going to get the right math. So it's very, very important to maintain confidentiality in HIPAA. But that was all the feedback for the rubric. I appreciate the rubric. That was a very good CSI for me. I hope it was for my partner too. And I appreciate the evaluators for helping us out and giving us good information. Thank you. See you guys in class.